Assessments are so important because people get flooded with promotions and videos and basically social media commercials on Facebook and Instagram about aesthetics every single day, from lasers to Botox to filler to weight loss. When someone comes into your space, likely their mind is completely full of all of these things that they've seen and they don't know where to start. When we talk about assessments and how we're going to treat a patient, not only are we thinking about what we're going to do that day, but we also have to keep in mind where the person's brain is, what they're thinking when they're sitting there listening to you. When you're assessing someone, you want to make sure you're not overwhelming them more. We're going to address what your patient is probably thinking and feeling and what you're thinking and feeling, but what's going to come out of your mouth and what you're going to do. They're coming to you with something in their mind that really bothers them. So these treatments aren't inexpensive, so they know it's going to cost them money. So something is bothering them enough that it's brought them to the place of making an appointment and coming in to see you. You've got to figure out how to get that out of them. You also have to merge that with what you know is best for them. There is going to be a little bit of a blending from what they want and what you want. Always keep that in your mind. It's their face they're trusting you with, so it's not necessarily what you think you should do. Yes, we need to guide them into facial balancing and that finesse of really high quality injections. Let's start first by breaking the face down into the zones, right? We've got the forehead, we've got the mid face, and we've got the lower face. So your brain's, going crazy as they're sitting in your chair. I mean, there could be all kinds of things going through your mind. But what I want you to do is I want you to practice just listening. Someone sits in your chair and you're kind of looking over their face, you're noticing, you're watching them talk. That's really important to watch people talk. What's happening with their jawline when they talk? How high are they lifting? What are their cheekbones looking like? Just watch them. And what I want you to do before you say anything about Botox or filler or skincare, I just want you to say, what is it that brings you to see me today? Is there one thing that's just really been bothering you? You're still assessing them. You're still going to make notes about all the things you want to talk to them about in the future. But when they say that one thing, it could be their marionette lines. They might have big, deep static lines. Do your very best to not even mention those static lines. Take your assessment and then just focus on the marionette lines and keep it simple, because in aesthetics, it is very expensive. It's treatments that have to be repeated and you have to build trust. So you could give the most in-depth, expert-based, experience-based consultation. They're only going to remember about 5% of what you say. If you overwhelm them with $5,000 of treatments when in their mind they were thinking they were going to spend $250, they're going to shut down. They're going to say these fatal words, okay, let me think about it. And then they're going to leave and you're probably never going to see them again. Make it really simple. If someone wants to spend $5,000, they're going to do it without much prompting. All you need to do is build trust. When they come with that one thing, you're going to focus on the least expensive thing you can do. Oh, I just hate these marionette lines. I just feel like my whole face is just sagging. All I do when I see my face, I just feel like everything's dropping. We all know that's not an easy fix. But what's the one thing that's going to cost $200, $250 that's going to make a little bit of an improvement and not overwhelm them? The one thing, a little bit of lower face talks. When you're talking about the talks, you can say, hey, later on we can talk about some filler, some structure. It'd be really nice, you're losing some bone. Let's give some framing to your face. If they want that, they'll be like, oh, well, can we do that? Is it something that we can do? Like, tell me more about that. If they don't say anything, they weren't interested in it anyways. Sometimes I'll say, in the future we can talk about this. Filler does tend to be more expensive, but it lasts longer. But right now, why don't we try on just weakening all that pull down? And then your smile muscles will get a little bit stronger. Build the trust. Try to do one little injection during that consultation appointment so that you've touched their face, you've made a difference. They know there's more they can do, but you've already gotten that ball rolling. That's where I'm going to start with this first video of assessment. Pull out what they came to see you for on that appointment. Then you can build from there.